I'm Dr. Barathi, agriculture scientist.
Who can do bamboo and why is it a special crop for farmers?
The bamboo can be harvested after 3 years, anytime in the month. It could be January month, February month, March, April, anytime you can harvest. 1 ton of carbon dioxide collected is called 1 certified emission reduction unit, CER.
So what is carbon credit? Can you just simplify that for the audience? A lot of the people might not be knowing what carbon credit is.
Yes. 1 liter of petrol is converted to 2.2 kilograms of carbon dioxide. 13 rows of bamboo on one side, another 13 rows of bamboo on the other side, the entire road becomes carbon neutral road. But the base stick is always bamboo. The amount of stick what we need is not available in India.
Really?
We were importing it from China and Vietnam. Between two bamboo sections is called internode, the distance. 1 kilogram is required to make 1 unit of electricity. It becomes biochar. The biochar we put it in the soil. That biochar, this 14 ton can improve a soil of not less than 3.5 acres.
Can you just again for the audience and for me also, just tell the difference between regular charcoal and activated charcoal. What is the main difference again?
Yes.
Just so it sits clearly.
Yeah. The charcoal has got a property of absorbing the smell.
Okay.
Now, that property is based on how much is the surface area. My brain has got a surface area. But if I more fold in my brain works better because I have more surface area in the brain. Similarly, in a charcoal, the surface area of a normal charcoal is 50 square meter per gram.
50 square meter per gram.
Per gram, small one. But the same 1 gram is got in a biochar 950 square meter. So activated charcoal is you increase the surface area to a level of 500 square meter. It's like popcorn. Corn has got a surface area. When you do the popcorn, they puff very much.
Yeah.
Their surface area increases. They become soft and light.
Yeah.
It has got more area. That puffing is done for a charcoal to make an activated carbon. While doing that, 2 kilos of charcoal or 3 kilos of charcoal will become 1 kilo of activated charcoal.
Understood. So,
But puffing takes place, area increases, the property increases, then you can use it for water filtration.
this is activated charcoal.
This is activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is used for purification of water because it's able to remove all the odor. All our RO unit in our house, we have got this activated charcoal as a last column.
Okay. Every RO unit.
Yes,
Even in farming,
every RO unit has got. Every
farming also which is used every
Yes, yes. I also similarly fish tank. If you see the fish tank aerator, it's got a layer of activated charcoal. These are all unknowingly people are using it. Now knowingly, the activated carbon is added now into the toothpaste. Toothpaste is what? It is removing the plaque in the mouth. It removes the smell. And activated charcoal does it. When originally India, we were using the charcoal as our toothpaste, tooth powder. Today, Colgate has found out again that they are the people who said not to use the charcoal, but now they come back and they are using this. Both salt as well as this. Now, this is one small one. Somebody smoking cigarette. Smells badly.
Yeah.
And his own mouth is there. It will be there for next 2-3 hours. Now, they have made one charcoal filter.
For cigarettes.
Cigarette. This is a charcoal filter.
This is all through bamboo.
Yes. No, only the dark portion, black portion is a bamboo.
These are all the outputs that a simple bamboo farm can produce. This is what it was showing. Nice.
Okay, I don't smoke, but still I use everyday soap. And today there are soaps available made with the bamboo charcoal soap.
Basically, the charcoal has multiple applications.
Exactly.
But how can a farmer benefit from this, sir?
Now, either farmer can start making the product himself or supply to these companies. Now,
so all of these are your customers for bamboo, basically.
Exactly. They are the customers who take the final product. Now, I'll tell you a couple of more products for you to understand the bamboo. Just the charcoal. Charcoal is the lowest, simplest product which you make out of the bamboo. Depending on how we make it, it goes to different industry. Now, this is a soap which is made out of the bamboo to remove this. Somebody says like, no, I want to make a facial out of the bamboo. Bamboo charcoal facial. See, the black spot, the black in the skin can be removed by another black. Thorn, if it is pokes in your the leg, the feet, then we use another needle to remove it. So a needle is needed to remove another needle. A black is needed to remove another black. The bamboo charcoal works this way. It's highly activated. So they use bamboo charcoal powder for facial.
Understand.
And this is going in a very big way for the industry. Then
Multiple applications.
in a room, the car, when you drive, it smells sometimes. Somebody smoked, somebody has sweat and all that. So there is a bag of charcoal, you can hang it. And this is being sold as a air purifier. It's not an air purifier, it's able to remove those unwanted smells in the bag. Not only this, there are people, when people walking through with the shoes, we all wear the socks. And some people will have some odor in this. This is a shoe pad which removes the smell in the pad.
It's amazing to think that all of this is from bamboo. This is not 100% bamboo.
Yeah, this is not 100%. The charcoal is from bamboo charcoal. You can see the bamboo charcoal powder.
Nice.
Impregnated. The market for requirement for this is many like this. I can keep on telling, for removing the odor, for making even diaper for the baby. They make it with the bamboo cotton and the bamboo charcoal. So if the baby pees in a car, on a train or somewhere, it doesn't smell outside at all. It's absorbed completely by the material, and it's reusable. The beauty of this is you can wash it and reuse the diaper again.
So you're saying basically all in all the market is quite large. Currently there's still not enough supply. So
Exactly.
people who are wanting to get into bamboo farming, they can get into it on scale.
That's right.
Can we understand a little bit more on the energy side of things? How is it being used for CNG, ethanol, all of those as well?
Yeah. The first energy I told you is to make electricity directly. The second energy is to make CNG gas. You can take the bamboo, ferment the bamboo. The 4 kilos of bamboo, when you ferment, it's able to produce 1 kg of CNG gas. So 1 acre is able to make, on the whole, something like 5 tons of CNG gas from 1 acre. And this CNG gas, when it is made, the byproduct is undigested material, which could be converted into pellets. This is one such pellet which is made out of the those material which can replace a coal. The coal has got an energy value of 4,000 kilocalorie average. It's starting from 2,000 kilocalorie, 4,000, 5,000, 5,500 kilocalorie. But bamboo pellet has got an energy value of 4,200 kilocalorie. Now,
interesting.
If you convert them into charcoal, this has got a 6,500 kilocalorie, which is more than the coal. Carbon neutral. At the same time, there's also higher energy. This is one energy which replaces the coal in the country. Now, instead of this, we can also, convert the entire bamboo into ethanol.
What is ethanol, sir?
Ethanol. Ethanol is ethyl alcohol, where the government wanted to see that our fuel consumption, our fossil fuel consumption is brought down by 2%, 3%, 5%. For which what they do is, they take the pure ethanol, they blend it along with the petrol to a level of 5% initially.
5% ethanol, 95% petrol.
Now, then the government, it was not available, so the government put a lot of incentive to everybody who was making ethanol through sugarcane, through maize, through other cereals, and then it went down to 10%. Last month, I've read, we have reached a level of 14% in all our petrol. We are blending the ethanol. That means it reduces the consumption of petrol by 14%, which is renewable, which is not giving any smoke to the thing, and bringing in the carbon dioxide emission. And only the balance, 86% is giving it. We can go even up to 20%.
20% ethanol, 80% petrol.
Now, country like Brazil has gone to 20% petrol, 80% ethanol.
Wow. How?
They modified the engine. Today, our engines are suitable up to 20% blending. All our car engines, whatever we are using it, is sufficient, is capable of handling up to 20% blending. Beyond that, we need to change the engine, or we will be altering the engine, but there are engines available which will work 100% ethanol based. Now, in Nagpur, There are buses that are running for the last 4 years, which are 100% ethanol based buses.
That's carbon neutral.
Carbon neutral. Carbon neutral. The smoke what is produced is no more carbon dioxide.
What is it?
Yeah, because it is previously captured by the ethanol process. Ethanol is coming from one of the vegetative material, either sugar cane or maize or rice and all that. So this is captured the carbon dioxide, and because of which whenever it is emitted, it is carbon neutral. It is not carbon added to the atmosphere. So ethanol basically a fuel which can replace the petrol, diesel.
And bamboo can be used for that as well.
Exactly. Now, bamboo does not give ethanol directly. Bamboo gives only cellulose in it. The cellulose has to be converted into starch. Starch to be converted into sugar. Sugar will get fermented and converted into ethanol. So there are 3 stages of process called 2G ethanol. It's called second generation ethanol.
Bamboo to cellulose, cellulose to starch, starch to ethanol.
So it's called 2G, second generation. The first generation ethanol is where we grow the maize, collect the maize starch and convert the starch into sugar, sugar into ethanol. It's called 1G, first generation. Now, first generation or sugarcane, it's also always, it is food versus fuel. When you're going to make too much of ethanol, sugar availability is going to get reduced to the public. Maize is going to be reducing to the public. And not only for public, it's for the chicken feed, it's for the cattle feed, it's going to affect the food chain. Bamboo is other way around. It is not food anymore. It's not food versus fuel. Number one is that. Number two, the bamboo is able to make more ethanol than the sugarcane. One sugarcane field produces something like 40 tons of sugarcane on average. When you crush it, you're getting 4 tons of sugar. And after the 4 tons of sugar is done, there is 100 tons of molasses available, which is not useful for making sugar. So that is fermented, converted to ethanol, 450 liter. Now 1 acre is giving 450 liter of ethanol. Sugarcane. But sugar also is coming.
Yeah.
Now government wanted to do more and then factories wanted to do more. So now what happened? Sugar juice is also getting converted into ethanol. Now in that case, we can make 2000 liters of ethanol from 1 acre.
Of sugarcane.
2 times, 3 times you can make it. Then again you have to replant the sugarcane. In the case of bamboo, you have to wait for 3 years. After that, every year, instead of 2000 liter, it will make 10,000 liter ethanol every year.
After 3 years.
After 3 years. But every year, continuously for next 100, 200 years. No more, no need to replant them at all. And like a sugarcane, it is not perishable. You can go anytime. You can harvest anytime, you can do that.
How does it, can you explain the process? How does bamboo get converted to ethanol?
Bamboo is converted into chips. Can you just show the chips? This bamboo is cut and made into pieces like this. It's called bamboo chips. The bamboo chips is converted into powder. This is a bamboo powder. Okay. This bamboo powder, now it is initially treated with alkaline or acidic depending on the process to do a pre-digestion. After the pre-digestion is over, then it is passes through a saccharification process and then converted into ethanol by means of enzymes and then microorganisms to fermentation. All these done in a matter of 1 week time.
Okay.
So you put 4 kilos of bamboo in one side. In 1 week time, finally what you get is 1 liter of ethanol.
4 kilos of bamboo gives me 1 liter of ethanol.
If the process becomes sophisticated, much more better, then it will become 1.2, 1.3 liter of ethanol. Even at 1 liter per 4 kilos, 1 acre gives us 10,000 liter ethanol every year, which is the highest in the world for 1 acre. And farmer can sell this bamboo to the company at least at 5 rupees a kilogram. 5,000 rupees a ton, and 40 ton they can make if they're going to grow like a sugarcane. And that means the farmer will be able to get at 5,000 rupees into 40 ton, 2 lakh rupees. All his expenditure minus 50,000 rupees. So net profit is going to be 1.5 lakh rupees every year.
From 1 acre.
1 acre. This is the first model where we can convert to ethanol. Now the latest one, where the technology like multinational companies are developed now,
Carbon credits.
petrol and diesel from this.
Oh, okay.
There's a process called IH2 developed by a couple of multinational companies, even in India, and
What is IH2, sir?
IH2 is a IH square. It's called IH square. I'm saying IH2. It's a hydropyrolysis, a process called hydropyrolysis, which they termed it as IH2. And this IH2 technology is able to take any biomass, 4 kilos into 1 liter biofuel. Petrol, diesel, aviation fuel, and all that. And the process, at that process time, they also get the byproduct called biochar. Because of this, the fuel become a carbon negative fuel.
So again, from bamboo, it's getting converted into petrol and diesel as well.
And then charcoal. Because of that, the fuel is carbon, not neutral, carbon negative fuel. So that it gets a carbon credit from the biochar, as well as using of such petrol also is getting a carbon credit. So this is able to bring revenue to the farmer, country to achieve the net zero. Government of India, we have signed an agreement with treaty with the international treaty with other organizations, saying that we will reduce our emission by 2030 to 50%. By 2070 to net zero.
Mm-hmm.
It's very difficult process, but for which we are today putting a lot of solar panels, a lot of windmills have been put. But these are all able to take care of only 5-6%. Plant like bamboo can produce at a low cost. At the same time, our farmers are going to get benefited renewable energy to achieve our target of 50% net zero by 2030. And the demand is going to increase, for which government started pressurizing everybody to see that the company like those who are using a coal, reduce the coal consumption by 10% last year, then 10-20%, then 30% like this. So they're going to slowly bring it. So in this model, what has happened last year, they made us to reduce it by 5%.
Now
this year 7%. Next year already declared that it will be 10%. The coal consumption should be brought down. Once that coal consumption is increasing, but the percentage of consumption is coming down. So for all this, we can grow the bamboo. Instead of making charcoal, we can make a powder out of the bamboo. This powder will be converted into this kind of a pellet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in order to support the farmers, government has fixed a minimum price to the pellets.
Only for the pellets or also for the bamboo?
Only for the pellets.
These pellets are used where?
This is replacing the coal. The coal, wherever coal is used. Coal, as I said earlier, 1 million ton of coal we are using it. And out of that 50 million ton, 500 lakh tons to be replaced with a pellet.
Mm-hmm.
Last year. This year is going to be increasing further. It's going to go up. Now this pellets, they fixed a minimum price of, based on the energy for bamboo pellet, 9,600 rupees. I said if you sell a bamboo, 5,000 rupees to the farmer. If the same farmer can make a powder, convert it to pellet, sell it as a pellet. And instead of doing individually, we can ask farmers, 200 acres farmer to join together, make one cooperative, and they can do it together. Whereby the machinery is going to be better utilized to make the pellets. Now, company like NTPC, all thermal projects, they all compulsorily need to buy this. Right now, the government price is 9,600 minimum price. The market price is 12,000 rupees.
Wow.
The export price 18,000 rupees. 18,000 rupees. Now, many of my clients in Malaysia, they are planting 20-30,000 acres of bamboo to convert into pellet, export to Korea and Japan. And Korea and Japan is ready to invest money in the such projects, because they want to have a guaranteed supply. Not guaranteed offtake. Supply, they want to be ensured, because they want to come out of total coal. And these pellets can do that.
So it's sustainability, sir.
Only correct, exactly.
So I mean, whatever we're doing with agriculture, the whole idea of this episode, number one, obviously to learn from you. One of the most knowledge dense and intense episodes, I would say, a lot of new things. Typically we talk about agriculture. but even agriculture has to move towards sustainable methods. And I will make it a point to translate this in Hindi also so that more farmers can definitely learn. But that being said, sir, what would you advise the farmers just in terms of future? What are the opportunities in terms of bamboo and how can they get more sustainable? Any piece of advice for them?
Yes.
You have done 37 years of research. Almost.
That's right. I won't ask farmer to jump into large scale cultivation straight away. If the government support is giving, they can do that. Otherwise, let them try to grow 1 cent, 2 cent, half an acre of bamboo. Get feel of the plant, how it's growing. Whether all this being told now is it true or not. Have few plants surrounding a house. Make it oxygenated. See the bamboo, how it's growing. And once if you feel confident, like 2 to 3 years time, then go for a large scale plantation of cultivation. Number 1. Number 2, join with somebody who wants to buy the material. Like we are working with Tata Chemicals. They're working with multinational companies. They want to buy the material by giving farmers all the support in terms of planting material, in terms of cultivation practices, knowledge from us, and buyback arrangement.
Oh, buyback is also. Are there subsidies also, sir?
Subsidies available from the government, not through the companies. But then it depends on the state in which they are going to do that. The subsidies available. Maharashtra is giving the best, highest subsidy today available. The government also, state government, central government, both are available. Other states only available from the National Bamboo Mission.
National Bamboo Mission.
National Bamboo Mission. That's very limited now at the moment. But then the subsidy is given for a conventional way of planting bamboo. What is conventional way of planting bamboo? Is plant only 160 plants per acre, wait for 5 years to 6 years to harvest the bamboo. That's one of the reasons why many farmers don't go for it, because it's a long-term crop. But what we have done a lot of research to find out, can we increase the population instead of 160 to 200 plants per acre to a level of 500 plants per acre? So that a medium density plantation. So the regular bamboo grows like this. The same thing when in a high density, medium density bamboo grows like this, smaller in diameter.
Size reduces, yeah.
But the number of pole increases. The yield of 40 ton is available instead of after 5 to 6 years is available in 4 years. Now we continue the research to see that can we increase it further. Then we found out when you increase the population to a level of 1,000 plants per acre, the bamboo comes to smaller size.
Keeps reducing as you increase the density.
Exactly. But as a bamboo chips, when you make it, all are going to be same. Whether you make a rava out of a basmati rice or a coarse rice, nobody knows. It's rava is rava. Similarly, when we make a pellet of the bamboo, it is okay for any size. But what is needed is, this is ready for harvest in 3 years' time.
This is 5 years, 4 years.
4 years. Another thing, for the people who are using for electricity to replace it, it is going to be, it's got a 4% ash content. This has got a 2% ash content. This has got only 1% ash content. So the company who want to buy in large scale, they want to buy one with less ash than the more ash. The more ash in the furnace is going to create problem for them in terms of clinkering, in terms of heat transfer energy. So they prefer this. But today there is nothing available. So they are using all sorts of biomass, including wheat straw, paddy husk, which has got 20% ash. So when 5 lorry loads of rice has come there, 1 lorry should wait and take the ash out. In the case of bamboo, 100 lorry coming to the factory, only 1 lorry should wait to take the ash back. And that ash will go to the farmer's field. It will become a fertilizer to the farmers.
Understood.
The same minerals which is collected from the soil is available as ash, which will be put back to the soil. Now, this is how the bamboo is going to be a commercial crop. So to commercial crop to become, you need to grow them in a higher density. But all these, you can also try, the farmers can try in a smaller patch and understand how it's growing. And once they know, then slowly they can switch over to that crop, because market demand is very, very huge.
Demand is there, you just need to supply the right.
Exactly. Your video, your concept, your knowledge, this transaction is not available to many in India. I'm very happy that you're covering now the bamboo. This will reach at least another 1%, 2% people in India. They will spread the knowledge to another 10% people. And people who are watching this video, they will understand that bamboo is the next commercial crop available for India. And the bamboo is a crop of India. It was there in India for several million years. Even before human being evolved, bamboo was there as a bamboo. In the fossil, bamboo is a fossil. The bamboo is available. It's a highly evolved plant, unutilized plant. So this is going to be a turning point for agriculture the moment you're using as a bamboo as a crop. Or you can also use it as a border crop. You can also use it as a border crop for greenhouses, where it'll avoid the greenhouse from tearing the plastic sheets. It'll be able to give the life of the full 3 years life for the plastic sheets. So bamboo is not only a crop of agriculture, it's also protecting crop for existing places from the windbreak, soil erosion. Now, days to come, the heavy rains are going to be rule of the day. And all that the bamboo roots will be able to hold the soil. It will be able to stop and reduce the soil erosion. Increase the water table. Eucalyptus reduces the water table. Bamboo increases the water table, increases the water in the well. So in the next episode, we'll talk more about the environment. Thank you for giving the opportunity.
Thank you so much for your knowledge. I'm sure if people understand this much itself, that's a lot of information.
I know.
And we can definitely shoot many more episodes to take this further.
True.
Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Hindi mein bhi iska video banayenge. And thank you for watching the video till the end. See you next time.